Good day, everyone. Welcome to mathematics class. Okay, for today's discussion, I am going to discuss how to find the product of two binomials. But before that, let us know the objectives for today's discussion. At the end of this lesson, the students should be able to classify polynomials as binomials or not, find inductively using models or algebra tiles the product of two binomials, find algebraically the product of two binomials using for method, and appreciate polynomials as used in a real-life situation. Okay, as like what I said, our lesson for today is about finding the product of two binomials using the algebra tiles and the FOIL method. But before that, let us know first what is a binomial. Any idea? Yes? Very good. A binomial is a polynomial with two terms. Very good. Now, I want you all to click the link I will send on the chat box, and let's try to classify which of the given polynomials are binomials or not. If you can't able to access the link I provided, you may get a pen and paper and group those polynomials, okay? At the end of our class, kindly send a picture of your answer in our group chat, okay? You only have 3 minutes to finish the activity entitled, Where Do I Belong? Okay, your timer starts now. Okay, very good. Who got a perfect score? Kindly click the thumbs up icon on the reaction so that I can see. Wow, very good. Now, looking at this picture or diagram, we are using this in multiplying polynomials and as well as in adding, subtracting, and dividing polynomials. What do you call these tiles? Yes? Very good. These tiles are called algebra tiles. Very good. Now, let's recall the name of those tiles. We have here one big blue square that stands for x squared. This red big square stands for negative x squared. This rectangle, green rectangle, is labeled as x, while this red rectangle is labeled as negative x. This small square, yellow small square, stands for 1, and this red small square stands for negative 1. Now, for example, I have here one big blue square and one red square. Can you name the polynomial for me? Yes? Very good. It's x squared minus 1. Very good. How about if I am going to illustrate x plus 5? What tiles am I should going to use? Yes? 1 green rectangle and 5 yellow squares, small squares. Let's see. Very good. 1 green rectangle and 5 yellow squares. Very good. Now, like what I've said, our lesson for today is about multiplying two binomials. There are many ways in finding the product of two binomials, but today we are just focused on two methods, which are using algebra tiles and the FOIL method. Let's start with multiplying two binomials using algebra tiles. So let's begin with this example. We have here 3x plus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 4. So I am going to use this link or this website, mathsbot.com/manipulative/styles, to show you or to illustrate these terms so that we can find the product of these two terms. But if you don't have an extra data to visit this website, you can use your DIY algebra. So let's try. Let me share the website. So I have here, let me paste the question. 3x plus 2 multiplied by 2x minus 4 rather. 2x minus 4. Okay. The first thing we need to do is to illustrate each term. So let's illustrate this first term, which is 3x plus 2. So how are we going to illustrate 3x plus 2? First, we will just drag 3 green rectangles. So we have here 1, 2, or just click this arrow and copy 3. So now we have 3x. Then to illustrate this constant 2, we will just drag 2 yellow square, small square. Then after that, the other term, we will just illustrate the other term. Okay, so to illustrate the other term, we need 2 green rectangles. Okay, so we have here 1, 2. Since we have here negative 4, so we have to get 4 red small squares. Very good. So we have here 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then what we will do next? We will multiply these tiles. Okay, when we multiply this x by x, the answer will be x squared. Okay, so we will get the big blue square, and we will fill out the other cells or the rows and columns of the product when we multiplied x by x. Okay, next, when we multiplied x by 1, the answer will be x. So we will just drag x here, then copy. Okay, next, when we multiplied negative 1 by x, the answer will be negative x. Very good. So we will just drag or just copy. Okay. Then, when we multiplied positive by negative, the answer will be negative. Very good. So when we multiplied 1 by negative 1, the answer will be negative 1. So we will use the red small square. We will fill up these cells. Now, what are we going to do? To get the final answer, we will combine colors to cancel them out. For example, this green rectangle, when added in or combined with this red rectangle, the result will be 0. So we will just cancel them out. So we will delete 1 pair, pair 2, pair 3, pair 4. Now, we do not have a different colors. Okay, we will now have the product for these two terms. Okay, so now we have 6x squared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6x squared, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 negative x, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 negative 1. So our product will be what? Very good. Our product will be 6x squared minus 8x minus 8. Okay, did you understand? Okay, let's try another example. Let me share again. We have here x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 4. What will be the product? So we will just do what we have done in the previous example. So we will go to the website. So I have here, let's delete it. Okay. So we have here x plus 2 multiplied by x plus 4. So who wants to try to illustrate x plus 2? Just say the colors or the tile I am going to use in order to illustrate this term. Okay? So x plus 2 consists of, very good, x plus 2 consists of 1 green rectangle and 2 yellow small squares. Very good. How about x plus 4? Yes, x plus 4 consists of, very good, x plus 4 consists of 1 green rectangle and 4 yellow small squares. Very good. Okay, now we are now ready to perform multiplication. X multiplied by x will be x squared, and we will use big blue square. Then x multiplied by 1 is x. Next, x multiplied by 1 is x also. So we will just put it here and do it. Then 1 multiplied by 1 is 1. Since this is positive, positive multiplied by positive is always positive. So we will just use the yellow squares. Okay. Now, we can now determine the product of this binomial. Okay? And the product is x squared plus 6x plus 8. Very good. Now, Let's have more examples. Let's go back with the PowerPoint presentation. Okay. Now let's have more example, but this time I will let you answer this in our asynchronous class. Okay? To those students who will use the website, kindly screenshot and send it in our group chat. And for those students who will use DIY Algebra Tiles, kindly take a picture of your work, then send it to our group chat. Okay. Now, after learning using algebra tiles in multiplying two binomials, now we are going to use the FOIL method. When multiplying binomials, we can use the distributive property. And the most common application of the distributive property when multiplying binomials is called FOIL. This one? No. Not this kind of FOIL, but hopefully, thinking of this picture will help us remember to use the FOIL method. We were going to use a simple example involving two binomials to have explained what FOIL is. Suppose that we have the expression x minus 2 and x plus 6. The FOIL method reminds us which of these binomial terms we need to multiply together. So we have here f for first two terms, o for outer terms, I for inner terms, and L for last two terms. So for this example, we have here f will be x and x, o will be x and 4, I will be 2 and x, and lastly, L will be 2 and 4. So when we multiply, let's try. When we multiply x by x, the answer will be x squared. When we multiply x by 4, the answer will be 4x. And when we multiply 2 by x, the answer will be 2x. And when we multiply 2 by 4, the answer will be 8. Then we will combine like terms. So 2x and 4x are like terms. And we will just add 2x and 4x. So 2x plus 4x is equal to 6x. So the product when we multiply x plus 2 by x plus 4 is x squared plus 6x plus 8. Understood? Let's try another example. We have here x minus 5 and x plus 2. So when we multiply or apply the FOIL method, we have, when we multiply the first term, we have x by x, the answer will be x squared. Very good. When we multiply the outer terms, the answer would be 2x. Very good. How about the inner terms? The answer would be negative 5x. Very good. And the last terms would be negative 10. Very good. So now, we will combine like terms. So negative 5x plus 2x, the answer would be negative 3x. Therefore, when we multiply x minus 5 by x plus 2, the product is x squared minus 3x minus 10. Very good. Now, let's have more, but answer this during our asynchronous class, okay? Any question, clarifications, or suggestions? Did you understand? Okay, very good. Now, to develop the mastery on this lesson, I want you to use your phone or tablet or even computer to log into kahoot.it. Then kindly enter the game pin I will provide and also enter your surname on the nickname box that you will see on your screens. Play Kahoot. Learning can be so fun. Okay, let's start. Very good. Okay, now, after learning these polynomials, binomials, let's have a trivia. Okay. Did you know that you are using polynomials unconsciously? For instance, when we are going to buy goods in the market, we are using polynomials. You might want to know how much 2 kilos of mangoes, 3 pieces of apples, and 1 whole piece of pineapple, and a bunch of bananas are. Then, before checking the price, you might want to, or you might construct a simple polynomial like this. You want a 2 kilos of mango, 3 pieces of apples, then 1 whole piece of pineapple, then a bunch of bananas. So, before checking the price, like what I've said, you might construct a simple polynomials, letting M denotes the mango. So we have 2M because we have 2 kilos of mangoes. Next, if we want to know the price of the apple, we have apples denote. We can label apple as A. So we have 3 pieces of apple, so 3A. Then we want to know the price of the pineapple. We will denote P as pineapple. So we have here P. Then for bananas, we will use D. So looking at this, we constructed a simple polynomial unconsciously. Okay? Now, to generalize our discussion for today, I want you to complete this sentence. Okay? So let's try. I know that binomial is blank. Okay, very good. Binomial is a polynomial with 2 terms. Okay, in multiplying 2 binomials, there are many ways to find the product of it, such as using very good algebra tiles and FOIL method. Algebra tiles consist of blue big square that stands for x squared, very good. Green rectangle that stands for x, very good. Yellow small square that stands for 1, very good. How about the red big square? Negative x squared. Next, the red rectangle that stands for negative x, and the red small square that stands for negative 1. Very good. In using FOIL method, we multiplied f, first 2 terms. Very good. How about O, outer terms? Very good. I is for inner terms, and lastly, L is for last 2 terms. Very good. And now, to know how you fully understood our lesson for today, I want you to visit this link and have a quiz. Let's have some fun using this quiz, okay? So I hope that you fully understood our lesson for today. That's all. And for your assignment, answer and complete the following template. And I will send it in our GC. And that's all for today. Thank you. We will see each other next time.